Series, race number 8, here from Talledega International, or Talledega Super Speedway, pardon me. I'm Jackson Tate. We are here with Buick, Almighty Fizzle, and the driver of the number 34 car in the NHRL Cup Series, Justin Rott.
Mr. Jackson.
We got a pretty good race here for you today. Got a bunch of Cup regulars competing with a bunch of slightly less experienced national drivers. The field's currently in qualifying right now, but while they get everything all qualified and up and running, we're going to talk about our picks to win. We are all three of us are all going to pick a Cup regular and an Xfinity regular who we think has the best chance of capturing the checkered flag today. So we're going to throw it over to Jonathan Parker for his first pick.
Alright, so for the Cup Series, on the Cup side here, the Cup Series regular I think has the best chance is Connor Passing. He's a very good plate racer. He knows how to work the draft. And as long as he doesn't lag too much, I think he'll have a great shot. Who do you think's gonna win of the Cup regulars, Jackson?
Of the Cup regulars, definitely my money's going to be going on the number 8 car of Donald Stern. He's a very experienced plate racer. It's definitely shown on the Cup side of things. He's done very well in NHRL and other leagues. I just have a feeling that 8 car is going to be out front early, and I think he's going to get another national win just like he did at Fontaine a couple weeks ago. How about you, Justin?
I've also got Donald for Cup.
Absolutely. I think my money, Jonathan's, for the Xfinity regular is probably going to be on the 23 of Jake Scarborough. He is leading the National Series with playoff points as of right now. He has 7 compared to a couple other drivers who just don't have as much. I think he has not broken through for a win, but I have a feeling that today just might be the day for the driver of the number 23 car for GMS Racing, Jake Scarborough. How about you?
Right. Listen to me. I'm going to pick an underdog. I'm going to pick the number 5 Chevrolet, James Coslow. He's 14th in points. He's struggled a little bit. I think he's going to have a breakthrough race. Even if he doesn't win, he's going to have a good day.
Mr. Rott, who do you think?
I'm thinking Wolfgang.
That's not a bad pick.
Wolfgang's definitely been very stout on the super speedways in NHRL and other leagues. He had a really good race in the ARC NASCAR Cup Series at Daytona. I think Wolfgang Stone definitely has a very solid chance to pull it out today. No doubt about that. So the boys are currently qualifying. They're getting those fast laps in. So we'll very shortly have a starting lineup for you, be able to tell you who's on pole, and then just after that we will be able to broadcast the entire race for you from Talledega Super Speedway. But for right now, we're going to go ahead and take a short commercial break, and
Bye, Mellow
catch
Yellow.
you in a second. Alright, and we are back here from Talledega Super Speedway. The boys are just about to finish up qualifying. I feel like it's a good time to go ahead and highlight the Xfinity regular, or the Cup regulars who are going to be competing in today's National Series race. Driving the number 07, we got John Sheets. He drives the number 12 car in the Cup Series. Driving the number 8 car is Donald Stern. He drives the number 9 in the Cup Series. Connor Passman makes his first National Series start of the campaign, driving the number 10. Alex Doster is going to be filling in the number 15 car. He drives the 41 in the Cup Series. And then the driver of the 18 today, Tim Olson, drives the number 32 in the Cup Series, but he will make his first National Series start of the series, or of the season. As of right now, the 98 of Trace Maines is the points leader. heading into race 8 here at Talledega. But the driver that many people's eyes should be on is the number 90 of Matthew Stotts. He's made 3 starts since he dropped back down to the National Series and currently sits 11th in points. To put that in perspective, Dougie Higgins is second, 2 points out of 12th. He's made all 7 starts here this season, and just shows how very stout the 90 has been since his first National Series race at Bristol a couple races ago. Buick, what are your thoughts
Ryan
on the
Higgins
number 90?
won this race last year in the JBM car.
Thank you.
Higgins, last year's winner.
So definitely keep
I didn't know.
Definitely keep an eye out for the number 2 of Dougie Higgins as he hopes to win his second straight national Talledega race. Buick, as I was saying, what are your thoughts on the number 90 of Matthew Stotts? You know he's a talented driver. Sometimes he has those internet problems, but what do you think about his chances to pull one out today?
I think they're pretty good. I've never known him to be that much of a plate racer, but he's got enough experience where he can pull out a win today. He's a very clean, very smart racer.
Absolutely. I talk about the keys to this race. It's very obvious that the inside line will most likely prevail throughout the race. You will see all of the drivers fight for that inside position, especially on the restarts, and you are guaranteed to see drivers get shot up out of the groove and be freight trained as the field flies by on the inside. Buick, can you elaborate on the importance of just having the inside line, especially here at these super speedways?
Because of the yellow line rule, that yellow line is your best friend. You gotta wrap it all the way around. If you leave a little bit of a hole, especially the Cup drivers, they're gonna pounce on that hole. They're not gonna be afraid to shuffle you out, put you in the back of the line. I've seen some people, especially on this game, be able to put a top side together, and as long as they're tight enough. Me and Jackson have done that before. If you could do that, you might be able to steal a win away.
Absolutely. So while we have a quick second, Buick, you are coming off of your first NHRL Cup Series victory of your career last week at Richmond. Ended up winning all 3 stages. Pretty much the dominant car. Talk about that. Talk about that night in Virginia.
Actually, I didn't start that well. I started out 10th. I was a little shocked about that, I'm not gonna lie. But the thing was a rocket ship. I just went straight to the front. Out of the first caution, I was at 4th. And once I got the lead, the thing was just a rocket ship. Chemical Christian Pacheco was a great car too, and Donald was very fast that race too. Fabian, I raced him a lot at the end too. They were all very good. It wasn't easy by any means, but it was.
You're lucky I wasn't on my wheel.
That is very true. Justin Rott is deadly on his wheel. He's deadly on his wheel.
And that brings back memories of the Coca-Cola Cup Series at Richmond. I remember myself, the number 8 of Jonathan Parker, and Justin Rott. We had a very tight race throughout the whole entire. I believe it was about 100 laps, and I remember the lit race caution kind of threw a wrench in the field's plans. And I remember the 34 got the win that day, so I think looking forward, whenever you see a short track, just keep an eye on that 34 car in NHRL. He should definitely be a force to be reckoned with throughout the rest of the season.
How's my back bumper look, Buick?
How did it look in NHRL last week?
Oof.
Hey, listen, I want to know who brought out that last caution though in Coca-Cola. Who brought that out?
I don't think
caution out?
I don't think the Coca-Cola officials ever fully investigated that caution. It seemed like a single car spin, but I just don't remember. It's probably somebody who was pretty fast. Not sure who it was though.
Yeah, chopped a bunch of people a lap down that race. That was kind of wild. I don't know. What about you? Do you remember who brought out that last caution? Just by any chance?
No idea.
Saved by the bell. Saved by the bell. So currently, league owner Jared Bogley has given his pre-race, traditional pre-race spiel to the Xfinity guys. Will very soon be in the in the broadcast booth so we can broadcast the duration of the national race here at Talledega. But while we're hanging out here, you can enjoy my pictures of random NASCAR footage from the NASCAR Heat 4 loading screen, and hang on tight with us as we get ready to join the broadcast booth. And we are just about ready to join the NASCAR Heat 4 broadcast booth. We'll be there in just a second.
Talledega Super Speedway, one of the most exciting races of the year. Let's get it going.
And pardon my loading screen, or pardon my loading screen while we get ready to pardon my loading screen while we get ready to join the broadcast booth, but we'll be out in Alabama in just a hot second. This is the NHRL race number 8 from Talledega Super Speedway, the Moneyline 300 here in Talledega, Alabama. We are just about to join the broadcast booth, and here we go. We are currently underway. The number 1 car of JC Malia holds the front spot as they drive down into turn 1 for the first time here today in Talledega, Alabama.
That 2 car's got to find a way to get to the bottom. Ooh!
There's already contact with Tim Olson.
It's around. That's Wolfgang.
Wolfgang Stone, currently 3rd in points, goes around on the first lap. Looks like off the bumper of the number 38 of Josh Miller. Looks like the 38 tried to force himself into a hole that just wasn't there, and it seemed like it cost the field a bunch of time. Currently, the pole sitter, the number 1 car of JC Malia, leads him off of turn 4 as they drive down into the tri-oval. And he looks to lead lap 1. Josh Miller peeks to the outside, but there's just no run. The number 1 car will lead the first lap, Buick.
Just how important it is to be on the inside. Dougie Higgins started 2nd. Isn't even in the top 10.
Things change very fast here in Talledega, Alabama, but you see the inside line is definitely the strongest, but you see the outside line starting to form. That's Josh Miller on the outside. That's the 07 of John Sheets, the 20 of Brendan Reed, and the 22 of Jamison Smith leading the outside lane as they look towards raising their positions here on lap number 2 in Talledega.
Oh,
Contact, there is a wrecking
here.
in the back. That's Brendan Reed, Hunter Smith.
Wide.
Yeah, they
Hunter
were
Smith.
through. There's a car flipping in the background. All over the place. The 1 car is out of line.
1 car makes a block on the number 51 of Keenan Kimber, and the 51 bouncing off the apron. Looks like he makes contact with number 8 of Donald Stern.
We're coming to 2 to go on the stage here.
Short stages here, Talledega, Alabama. These as per the Xfinity races in the NASCAR world, the stages here at Talledega for their Xfinity series is a lot shorter than the actual race. But I promise you, we'll have a lot more racing action during the final stage here in Alabama.
I think that was Higgins coming out of pit road.
Ooh, the 51 has forced the number 1 out of the groove. It's Keenan Kimber looking for the lead. He has help from Josh Miller, but Josh Miller ducks back in line. Donald Stern to the inside of the 38, and Donald Stern gets forced way below the yellow line. That's not going to go over well with the NHRL officials. I'm sure Donald is not happy about that contact. Buick, you see the top 10 cars look to have formed a 10-car breakaway. You see your pick to win, Connor Passman, rounding out the top 10 in that number 10 car. What do you think about the race so far?
It's going just the way I thought it would. You got some people being aggressive, and I think my pick here, Connor, is being a little more on the conservative side, just kind of waiting things out. Stage points doesn't really matter to him. He's going for a win. Matthew Stotts has worked his way up, going for second here. He's worked his way through the field quite nicely.
You see the 38 of Josh Miller, who was up there competing for the win, has dropped back, but they are driving into turn 3 on the last lap of stage number 1 here in Talledega, Alabama. Keenan Kimber continues to lead the field. Matthew Stotts holds on to second. Is he going to make a move? Matthew Stotts to the outside. He's to the outside. Will he side draft? It looks like the run's not going to stall out after contact from the 51. They are coming to the stage. Keenan Kimber takes home the stage victory here in Talledega. Justin, you were able to see the majority of the first stage. What do you think about it?
I don't know.
Man of very, very few words from the drive of the number 34 in the NHRL Cup Series.
That's what I think. It was a very hectic first few laps. There's a lot going on. Question is, do you think you should do 2 here or 4? It depends on the fuel situation.
I just don't see I'm not sure exactly what the fuel mileage is, but I just do not see the point in putting yourself back in the pack.
Jamie is mad that he didn't get let back in line.
Jamie Wright, number 89, looks to inside of number 13 of Tyler Crabtree.
Oh, looks like we got a little bit of a wave off here. Yeah, Dougie getting his lap back.
A little bit of spontaneous officiating.
Going to pit.
You think Dougie's going to pit there? Or are they telling him to pit? Here we go. We got the pace car coming up.
Maybe he accidentally stayed out and is gonna run out of fuel or something.
I think, from what I heard, I'm not sure if I heard the officials right.
Nope, he's just going.
I think there was supposed to be a yellow, but they didn't get the message across quick enough because they hit 3 to go in this short stage, so there's a little bit of confusion in there. So the people who lost their lap, I guess they're allowed to get it back, and Dougie was one of those. As you see, Keenan beating on the pace car a little bit. It's my favorite game to play.
Here's a look back at the field.
Doug was shoved into the pits.
Ah, okay, that makes sense.
Gotcha.
Alright. Justin Rock coming through in the clutch. His car is off. They're going to be going out the box.
I'm in the national chat, so I see everything.
Ah, that makes sense. I have not made a national start ever in my life, so I'm not in that chat.
And we are coming to the restart box. Keenan Kimber, the leader, hits the restart box, and we are back under green here in Talledega, Alabama. 51. Contact between the 89 of Jamie Wright and the 13 of Tyler Crabtree. Looks like a very aggressive move by the 13. Don't think that worked out for either of them.
Outstanding job by the 90 of Matthew Stotts to get in line. He could have gone to the back really fast. Instead, he gets to keep a second in front of Donald Stern there.
These are 3 well-respected PlayStation 4 veterans of 90 of Matthew Stotts, the 8 of Donald Stern, and the 18 of Tim Olson in second, third, and fourth. I'm sure those guys will have some chemistry to work together here to pass the 51 as the
I'm surprised
duration
they got
of
single file so quickly.
Yeah, I was going to comment on that. They are surprisingly single file.
Maybe these national guys have something to show for our stupid antics that are sure to pop up during the cup race later tonight.
First time I've seen Trace Mayonnaise today in fifth there at 98.
He's definitely been running a consistent race. He's hasn't been involved in any wrecks, but he's being trailed by the 15 of Alex Doster as they work their way down the back straightaway. Going on board with Donald Stern as he rides in third place behind the 90 of Matthew Stotts. He looks inside. Matthew Stotts leaving a little bit of room on the yellow, but it looks like the 8 is patient and not going to capitalize on the opening of the hole down the yellow line.
Dougie lagged out, I think.
Who did? Dougie? I'm hearing Dougie.
Getting words that the 2 may have lagged out. Not sure how that works, but Matthew Stotts, an aggressive move through to the bottom of the 51, but it's not going to pan out. It looks like
I think you lifted because he went below the line a little bit there.
Yeah, absolutely. Great eyes by our color commentator Jonathan Parker. As
Is that a black joke?
I mean, hey, you make it what you make of it, I guess. You got some racial puns here on the NHRL network as they complete the second stage. Contact! It's Wolfgang Stone again into the outside wall, but it looks like everybody avoids it. They're still wrecking in the back straightaway. John Sheets gets shuffled out to the outside, and then Alex Doster way against the outside wall. That's not the fastest line for him.
He got shuffled out there.
Looks like he's getting shuffled out
to the back.
Keenan Kimber continues to lead. He was the stage 1 winner. He's looking for a second stage win. He is currently 4th in points here in the NHRL National Series. This
last lap of staging.
Absolutely, you heard it. This is the last lap of stage number 2. Keenan Kimber continues to lead. Can Matthew Stotts make another move? And will this one work out? He has Donald Stern behind him. He looks outside. But nothing. Donald Stern to the outside now. Will he get there? He will not. It looks like the 51 of Keenan Kimber will get his second stage win of the afternoon. It looks like Matthew Stotts will hold on to second, but just you wait. It looks like the 11 car might have beat him for the second spot in stage 2.
Yeah, the 8 car had a choice there because he was in third of Donald Stern. He could have went with Matthew Stotts there. Push him to the stage. He chose to stay with Keenan.
89 is mad again.
Seems like tempers are flaring here in the NHRL National Series. The 89 of Jamie Wright, he looks like he got affected by the poor internet connection from the number 13 of Tyler Crabtree. Not sure if the number 13 of Tyler Crabtree is still in this race, but definitely unfortunate circumstances for the driver of the number 89, who is 18th in points as of right now, but looking for a good points day.
Getting word we have lost Connor Passaman. He has lagged out.
Unfortunate for the driver of the number 10 car. He's making his first of 2 National Series starts this season. Will not be able to finish this race.
51 tried to get to the bottom. He couldn't.
It's going to be a big hit for the number 51 car. He's been the dominant car all day, but as of right now, it is Cup Series regular number 15, Alex Doster, driver of the 41 in the Cup Series, leading the way as they go down the back straightaway to start stage number 3. That is Matthew Stotts, who has been in the top 5 just about all race.
That was a good job by the car on the apron there. He almost LePaged the field. Seems like that 90 car has been in second all race long.
We're going to take a quick break here from the NHRL National Series, and we are going to let in NHRL Cup Series driver Connor Passman, and he will join us as he commentates with us the rest of this National Series race.
Not sponsored.
Buy Mellow Yellow. It's a great drink. Can't get
Back here at Talledega Super Speedway, I'm Jackson Tate, joined with you with Jonathan Parker and Justin Rott. We are covering here the Moneyline 300 here from Talledega Super Speedway. Cup Series driver,
hair wash.
Cup Series driver, and National Series race at Talledega participant Connor Passman is here with us after his day comes to an unfortunate early end. Connor, tell us about the action out on the track, and tell us about. Go ahead.
Big buddy getting shuffled out.
I didn't really see a lot of action. I was kind of hanging out at the back, trying not to wreck anybody. But
hold on, Connor. That is the number 5 of James Costlow. That is Jonathan Parker's pick to win, going around at the entrance of turn 3. It looks like a single car spin.
Listen, Connor, I got a question for you. Very important.
Alright.
Why does your internet suck so bad?
Just see, I don't know the answer to that one. I wish I did. I don't.
I'm telling you, you got to get that 50-foot long Ethernet cable.
I know. I measured. It's about 44 feet from the thing to my room.
Oh.
So that could work. Could work.
I don't know. I think that's a good idea.
Seems like something that the Joe Pa Motorsports could definitely invest some research and development into going
100%.
forward. I'm sure your car will handle just fine for the Cup Series race later this afternoon.
Probably not. But that's the spirit.
See Connor Passman, a very disappointing end to his
Josh Miller spun.
his race. I think we currently have 2 cars towards the caution count here at Talledega. As of right now, it's the number 90 of Matthew Stotts leading as they parade around the inside lane. It's number 90 of Matthew Stotts, the 18 of Tim Olson,
15 in the pits,
and the 8
Alex Loster
of Donald Stern.
Yes.
How many laps we got here?
That is a very good question.
Sounds like somebody was going to get the answer.
That would be Jackson Tate.
Yep.
10 to go.
There you have it, 10 to go, folks. We are coming down to crunch time here at Talledega. Matthew Stotts, 11th in points, but he's in his 4th start, looking for his first win.
He doesn't want to have to worry about points. He wants to just be in the playoffs because of a win.
That's my car. That's my car.
Yeah, Connor Passman's a little biased here, as Matthew Stotts is a part of Jopa Motorsports.
That's nothing new. Brad Doherty was in the ESPN booth for years for ESPN.
Very true.
And
Jeff Gordon loves Jimmy Johnson.
yeah, of course. It's nothing new. Wish everybody could be like Dale Earnhardt and not really complain about the happenings of his team cars, but no matter what, it's great to have the driver of the number 10 car here with us for the remainder of this Xfinity race here at Talledega.
You guys in the back there pitting.
Ooh, yep, on the pit road. I think the 20 car is one of them. 07 looks like.
Question is, would you do fuel only here? Was the tire wear bad there, Connor?
Not after the first 5 laps. It only went down to about the 70s. Well, I don't know if that's a lot, but it only went down to the 70s.
Yeah, so it sounds like you can get away with fuel only. Yeah.
Unless they didn't take tires the whole race.
That is true.
Jonathan Parker looking in, giving his Larry McReynolds-esque insight towards the strategy that may or may not happen as this race dwindles down to its conclusion. But here comes the lead pack. Matthew Stotts gets a shot.
Get slowed down, you bonehead.
But they all got in. It looks like they all got in.
He got booty
Smooth
packed.
and slow, down to speed. This field's very spread out. John Hunter, Nemechek, Matthew Stotts, driving in the number 90 car to his pit box. Looks like he may have overshot his pit box just a little bit, but I'm sure it will not affect him that much.
Man, they were coming to 7 to go. And Stotts, I believe, got a speeding penalty.
Oh, unfortunate end for the 90s day. Unless he gets a caution, it looks like this might just be the end of an amazing run for the 90 of Matthew Stotts.
That's what Stotts gets for bringing up Kit Kat Dover all the time. What? All right, sorry. That's what you get.
You see the leaders pulling back onto the track, led by the number 8 of Donald Stern, the 18 of Tim Olson, and then you see the 51 of Keenan Kimber, who has won both stages today, right behind with Hunter Smith in the 11 car, following about half a car length behind. But as of right now, it looks like a 2-car breakaway between the number 8 of Donald Stern and the 18 of Tim Olson, 2 Cup Series regulars that you will see in action in about an hour in the Cup Series.
Oh.
Doesn't look like anybody will catch them without a caution.
Daytona with the last corner pass.
Ooh, Keenan did. That is correct. I was watching that race from my home.
That was a fun one. That was a fun one to watch.
Oh, it looks very interesting there. Wow, this is great. It's like 2-car tandems, except it's not working out.
This is, it doesn't
Exactly.
really work out in this game.
I believe we have 6 laps to go. I don't know, but I believe we have 6
I think that's a good estimate.
Looks like Jackson Tate has disappeared again.
5 to go. 5 to go.
They're on 5 to go.
98 is your leader. Trace Mayonnaise
So
is your leader.
98's the leader?
Yes, he is. I think some reports he might be saving some gas.
That is very interesting because this pack is on the same straightaway as the 8 car and the 18 of Donald Stern and Tim Olson, but this 98 car, you can see the gap. You can see the gap maintaining about 3 car lengths behind the number 15 of Alex Doster. It looks like the number 8, the 98 of Trace Maines, the points leader, looking for his first win, trying to save some fuel as they get down to 4 to go.
Yeah, he is drafting off a tandem.
Tandem looks like
there's a chance.
Doster.
I make it.
93 wanted me to help him out. I'm sorry, man. I couldn't get to you.
We see Jared Bogley stretch the fuel up plate tracks before. If Trace Mayonnaise can do it.
Looks like one of the officials back there following right behind Mr. Mayonnaise in the 9 car. Christian. I believe the 98 may have lost the draft.
No more yellow.
There you have it. We've reached the point of no return. There are no more yellows in this race. Trace Maines currently leads, but he has lost the pack. It looks like he
lost the draft.
He looks like he is.
Lost by a lot.
Looks like he is definitely putting himself in super ultra conserve mode as he drives down the back straightaway.
He's not out yet.
Do we know if that pack with Mr. Stern is the 2nd place and 3rd place driver? Alright.
Donald Stern is in 2nd. Donald Stern and Tim Olson. That tandem is 2nd and 3rd.
Going very slow. Coming to, I believe, 2 laps to go here. He's going.
Let's go ahead and watch the 18 and the 8. They are coming out of turn 4. Buick, can you give me an update on where the 98 is on the racetrack?
Enter turn 1.
Turn 1.
Entering turn 1, and the field is it's about what, a 7 to 8 second lead. 2 to go. It does not look like the 98 at this speed will hold on to the lead. You got the cars drafting the 8 and the 18, but keep an eye out on the back.
3/4 of a
Buick.
straightaway.
Buick and
Oh,
Connor
he's
and
on the-
Justin,
he's
watch
on
the
the-
leaders.
he's out of
Watch the
gas.
leaders behind
Outta
them.
gas.
Do you see
Outta gas.
Hunter Smith,
Outta
Brendan
gas.
Reed, Keenan Kimber catching the two
Couldn't
cars of
stretch
the
it.
8 and the 18 as they drive down into turn 3. These cars have a chance to catch them.
He tried, but couldn't quite make it work.
He did.
Coming to the white flag here.
Sponsored
This
by
is the
Jurassic World Cup
white
Series,
flag
Saturdays at 7:30.
Sponsored by, you heard it, the Jurassic
is
World
gonna
Cup
be
Series. We are starting
Good.
the next season of Jurassic this Saturday, or is it this Saturday, Connor? The Clash?
Well, I can't say that on the air. Shut up. Oh, we got the finish coming. Oh
Listen,
my goodness.
that Pat caught him really quickly.
Oh, they're hitting. 4 cars loose, and I believe he was
4 cars
in the wall.
You out of
Here
contention
comes
there.
Olsen.
Three
It's
wide.
3 wide.
They're out there.
Hunter Smith, it's JC Malia.
Donald Stern.
Oh,
Still in the
puts
lead.
the 11 of Hunter Smith in the
Hunter's
wall.
Keenan, look at Keenan
Keenan,
in
gotta
second.
make a move. Gotta make a
Look
move.
at Keenan. He's got
Keenan
help.
to the outside.
He's got help.
To the
He's
outside.
one
Donald
good-
Stern.
Here he comes!
Brendan Reed goes with him. He went back down.
Oh.
Donald Stern. He's gonna make it 3 wide.
It's Keenan Kimber! Keenan Kimber
gets it.
sweeps the stages at Talledega.
W-O-O-O.
He makes it. He wins the race in a photo finish. That is Keenan Kimber with the upset
your
of the
voice is really
century
high.
as he beats
1,000th
the
of a second.
8
Really high.
Beat him
of
by
Donald
there.
Stern.
Yes, VT's voice is always very high.
That happens. What an exciting race.
That was a good race, though. That's raw excitement right there. Donald Stern's just got to be heartbroken. That's my good
I
buddy.
enjoy-
So you see the race results. Looks like Keenan Kimber is going to get his first win of the season, or second win of the season. He won at Daytona. He gets his second. 9,000ths of a second. We are getting word of. We're going to invite a couple guys here for post-race interviews. Gonna see if we can get the race winner. We are joined with the second place finisher Donald Stern. Donald, looks like you held on to second place throughout the last part of that run. Why the 98 was saving fuel. The race came to you with 2 laps to go, but that backpack just had the numbers as the race wound down. Tell me about that last lap.
A big mistake. There's Keenan. Good battle, Keenan.
Absolutely. There you have it. That is your runner-up, Donald Stern. You'll catch him in action in just a couple minutes here for the NHRL Cup Series race at Talledega. Donald, we wish you good luck in that race. Me, Buick, and Justin will see you out there on the track. Now joined with the number 51, the winner, Keenan Kimber. You saw him make that last lap move on the outside of the number 8 of Donald Stern. Keenan, tell me about that. Tell me about your race. You won both stages, but it looks like you were down and out coming out of turn 4, and you were able to make that move stick. End up winning the race.
Yeah, great finish. Congrats to Donald on that second. He really put up a battle at the end. Just kind of like Daytona, you got to bide your time, hope someone pushes you. Daytona, it was Wade and jeez, I'm drawing a blank right now. Wade and
Absolutely. There you hear it. You hear it from the the winner of the race, number 51, Keenan Kimber. Congratulations, buddy. Now we're going to go to the driver of the number 90, Matthew Stotts. Looks like you had a very good opportunity to take home your first checkered flag and only your 4th start. Looks like you got pushed into the pits. Did that give you a speeding penalty? Was that due to contact there? Hey, you can definitely hear the frustration in the driver of the number 90 car, Matthew Stotts. Had a very good race, led a lot of stage 3, but the late race pit stops just bit him in the butt. But no matter what, it was a great race for you, Stotts. We look forward to seeing you in action throughout the rest of the national season. And we are final interview of the night. We are here with the 3rd place finisher, Brendan Reed. Didn't have a very flashy race. Looks like you were consistently in the top 10 at least. But you were definitely in a good spot as that pack continued to catch the 8 and the 18. Tell me about your decision process coming out of turn 4. You looks like you went with the 51 of Keenan Kimber through the tri-oval, but it looks like you ducked down right at the last second to get under the 8 car. Tell me about that. Absolutely. No matter what, a 3rd at Talledega is still nothing to be ashamed of. It's especially when with such an unpredictable race, you got a lot of points out of it, and I'm sure that's gonna give you a little boost heading into the next couple of races. Absolutely. All right, there you have it. 3rd place finisher. That's Brendan Reed, driver of the number 20 car. There you have it, folks. This has been the broadcast of the NHRL National Series race number 8 at Talledega. Got Cup Series racing in just a couple minutes. I'm not sure who will be commentating that for y'all, but regardless, that is sure to be a good race. I'm sure a couple drivers will be streaming their onboards tonight, so just look out for that. Regardless, Buick, do you have anything you want to say about the race today? And so, absolutely, cannot wait to be back in the booth at some point during the remainder of the National Series. There you have it from a series veteran Justin Rott. Says it's one of the best finishes he's seen in a long time in the NHRL. There you have it, folks. We're about to sign off. Try to get prepared for our Cup race in just a couple minutes. I'm Jackson Tate. That's Jonathan Parker, Justin Rott. We will see you later.